Check.
Yeah, I think we're live. Are we good? Take it off and go. All right.
Good evening, Sultans. It is time to go. We have a 6 o'clock start time. We know that things could get rough, especially in masks. So let's get this party started, as they say. My name is John Lelevere. I want to welcome all parents and students and community and all of you have put a lot of time into this event. This event is a concoction of great decisions, good discipline, terrific parenting, and just an all-around good decision-making moment over and over and over again. So huge props to you guys that are here. It's a select little quaint group. This is usually a rocking party, but we'll take whatever flavor of normalcy we can get tonight. And it's a start. I feel like it's coming. It's coming. So hang in there, Sultans. Hang in there. It's not long before that slice of normalcy we all been waiting for is back in our lives and a big part. We are going to bring up our national anthem singer today. I'm proud to introduce to you Miss Julia Evans.
Hi, Julia.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we rushed were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rang the bombs bursting in gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does the Star-Spangled Banner wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Great job. Great job. So before starting our adventure this evening, I want to always, as always, give a major shout out to Miss Samantha Spenny. She puts her heart and soul into these events. It's a lot that goes into this evening. So huge props. And I love that they keep asking me to come back and do this. And so thank you for letting me be a part of this evening. Our very first presenter. Good friend of mine, terrific teacher on campus, terrific community guy, great family man, my good friend, Mr. Tim Berry.
And Miss Snipes will be joining me as well. So tonight, we'll be presenting the Melissa Hassell Shelley Guinin Scholarship, and this scholarship was formed in honor of two educators who truly defined what being a Sultan is. These two women were superheroes, always giving of their time, effort, energy, and finances to support their Sultan family. Melissa Hassell, who was the ASB advisor, and Shelley Guinin, the yearbook advisor, provided mentorship, friendship, guidance to thousands of Santana High School students throughout their 30-plus year career. They led by example, encouraged school service, and committed, dedicated, passionate Sultans, many that have returned to Santana to give back to the school, like current teachers Lucas Phillips, Cindy Martin, Sam Spenny, Claire Elliott, and myself. Both Melissa Hassell and Shelley Guinin served as ASB and yearbook advisors for decades, but more importantly, as examples of how to be extraordinary human beings. They were always positive role models, by example, working tirelessly for Santana and showing all of us how to be selfless, trustworthy, reliable, and most importantly, empathetic. They shared a wicked sense of humor and remained steadfast and true to their Sultan family up until their deaths. They left this world surrounded by Sultans. We would like to thank all of the amazing seniors this year that made the final round of consideration. It was a dedicated group of young people. All of you who applied and all of you who are moving on, continue to be true to you. Never lose your passion for life. You are worth it. That is what Ms. Hassell and Ms. Guinin taught all of us. We are proud to be able to present one honorary award, and then there are two co-recipients of the scholarships. And they embodied these traits from the class of 2021. This honorary recipient will receive a $400 scholarship. This student embodies all the traits that we were seeking and is described as a privilege to watch his dedication, hard work, and growth develop into the person he is today. His coach looks forward to hearing about all of his future successes. He played for him in both basketball and volleyball and wants to congratulate him on being selected for this scholarship. Another staff member said he's a nose to the grindstone and laser focused on his purpose. He's been that way since day one at Santana. He's truly given or gave to all aspects on campus: academics, school, community, culture, athletics, and student government leadership. The first was Coach Kevin Barcelona. The second was some crazy teacher named Mr. Barry. On a side note, this kid has bled purple and gold since elementary school when he was my ball boy here. Congratulations to the honorary recipient, Tatum Vesco, for the $400 scholarship. And the first of our co-recipients of the Melissa Hassell Shelley Guinin Scholarship for $500 was described as a true pleasure to have as part of our girls volleyball program. She was on the varsity team for 2 years, and during this time always had a positive attitude, which made her a great teammate and an extremely coachable player. She showed up at every practice eager to play volleyball and perfect her position. She performed exceptionally well for us in many big matches and was always cheering on her teammates, both on and off the court. I know she will excel in college and her future career. I cannot wait to see all that she accomplishes. That was from Miss Whale. Described also as a breath of fresh air every day in U.S. history. Always came in with a positive attitude, prepared to contribute in class, and a genuine loving attitude towards Santana High School and our student body. That comes from the same crazy guy named Mr. Barry. The recipient and congratulation goes to Carly Elliott. Are they supposed to come up? Okay. Congratulations. And Ms. Snipes is going to introduce our second co-recipient.
This student, I feel, is the epitome of what the scholarship is about: kindness, integrity, hard work, selflessness, and spirit. She is a nurturer. She leads ASB in a manner that allows those around her to grow. She truly cares about the school and its students, keeping to the traditions and pride that comes along with being a Sultan. I have every bit of faith knowing she will go on to do great things. Please help me congratulate Vickery as one of this year's recipients of the award.
And back to our great MC, Mr. Lelevere, an excellent community man.
Congratulations, congratulations. I especially love the virtue of kindness. That's something we all need more and more of in this planet. I get to give the next award, the Michael Keel Memorial Scholarship, and so it is an honor of mine. The firemen that generally give this award for great reason are not here today, and so allow for me to present this award on behalf of those gentlemen. The Michael Keel Memorial Scholarship is given to a Santana student every year and has been in place since 1967. Michael Keel was a Santee firefighter who joined the military and died in the line of duty. He left for military service in early 1966 as a private first class in the U.S. Army. He was killed in Vietnam on April 19, 1966 at the age of 21. The Santee Firefighters Association has maintained a perpetual scholarship in his name ever since. A plaque hangs in a shadow box at Station 4 in his memory, and also at Santana High School. This year's recipient is Shay Blackburn. Our next presenter is the lovely Miss Stacy Millum, the Sprite Scholarship.
My name is Stacy Milam, and I am currently the president of Sprites of East County. Sprites is a philanthropic organization of mothers and daughters dedicated to volunteering their time and resources to San Diego County charities. Sprites began in 1968 as an organization to teach teens, grades 7 through 12, the value of volunteering in their community while building strong relationships with others. Sprites is an acronym that describes the group: spiritual, philanthropic, recreational, inspirational, training, educational, and social. Each year, Sprites recognizes young women in the Grossmont Union High School District that display the same character traits as those that we try to instill in our own daughters. Tonight, I have the honor to present two special young ladies with the Sprites Scholarship for their continued volunteer hours in their community throughout their 4 years of high school while maintaining a high GPA, taking both AP and honors classes, and participating in several sports. Both young ladies plan to pursue a career in the emergency medical field. Please help me to congratulate and Emily Lundy.
Thank you, Ms. Millum. Congratulations, ladies. And on to our fourth award. Let's bring up Mr. George Clover for the Ronald Godwin Memorial Scholarship. This looks like trouble. This looks like trouble. Good to see you guys.
Well, good evening, everyone. My name is George Glover, and we are the American Legion Riders from Chapter 364, which is here in Santee. Our award is named the Ronald Godwin Memorial Scholarship. And Ron was proudly served in the Navy for more than 20 years. He retired as a Chief Petty Officer. After his retirement from the Navy, he continued to care for his family by working as an independent business owner in his community. He was a member of the American Legion Post 364 and the American Legion Riders Chapter 364 in Santee. He passed away in December of 2018. His service to our nation, his community, his fellow vets, and his love for his family are values that make us proud to offer this scholarship in his honor. So I'll just bring our recipient up and talk about her then. It's Carly Elliott. Carly was in the ASB for all 4 years of high school. She served as a commissioner and in executive positions. She was secretary for the ASB. And as you heard prior, she was on the volleyball team. She's volunteered at Aztec football games. And she started working at Sonic last July. I point that out because I love to go there and eat. She wants to major in biological sciences and kinesiology and to become a physical therapist. High on her list of places to go is Clemson University. A little bit of what she wrote here. We have the students write why they want the scholarship, what they're going to do with the scholarship. And then we also have them write a little essay of why it's important to honor and keep alive the memory of the men and women that served us. In part, she wrote, I was taught from an early age to be profoundly respectful and proud of those close to me who have served in the armed forces. My grandfather served as a Marine in the Vietnam War, was injured, and earned a Purple Heart. He paid a high price for this medal for which he is so proud. His story and his medal taught me that one person's courage can make a difference. 2 great-grandfathers served in the Coast Guard and the Navy. I like even more, I was in the Coast Guard. The military honor funeral, gun salutes, and the bugler paying taps is to honor and remember those who served in the armed forces. It is vital that we keep alive the memory of men and women who have served in the United States Armed Forces. We are proud of these patriots of the world's most powerful military. By appreciation, and we hope that others might be inspired to serve and strengthen America. So her words, beautiful words. And in closing, I just want to say, we all know that Memorial Day here is Monday. And while you're out with your family celebrating, having a burger and a hot dog, just take a second to reflect on why you're doing that. All right. Thank you so much. Here you go, Carly. Can you come in the back and take a picture with us?
Exceptional work. Thank you, gentlemen.
Congratulations, Carly. Thank you, gentlemen, for being a part of our evening. Our next community scholarship is the Brit, Edmondson, and Frankie Yancey Memorial Scholarship. Tonight, I believe, is presented by Mr. Brian Patterson.
Hello. Can I get Natalie Sims and Andrew Golembiowski? So I'm way out of my comfort zone right now. So that's why I bring them up here so they can stand up here and be uncomfortable with me, hopefully. About 12 years ago, I started this scholarship fund, and I'm a crier too, so I always have all these great things I'm going to say and never really get through it. So, and me and Al Treadwell started this about 12 years ago for Brit and Frank. Brit and Frank both went to this school, and were very dear to my heart. They were my best friends. Tragically died way before they should have. when I first started this award, I go, well, it's just good kids. It's not going to be the best athletes. That's not what it's about. Brit was probably one of the best athletes to ever come out of this high school. Still holds the high jump record and probably never be broken. Frank played sports, played football, and we all went to school here in 1980 and 1981. So then at one point I go, well, how about if we just have a GPA on this? And I thought, well, I'll get Frank's GPA because I thought he was pretty smart. No, he wasn't. Well, he was smart, but his GPA wasn't very high. So that pretty much made everybody eligible for this award. But we don't get involved in the picking process. This is your staff. The Santana staff picks these kids. And I tell them, that's what I want, just good kids. Because that's what Brit and Frank were. They weren't the best students, but they were here every day, went to school, grew up to be good men, and dedicated a lot of time to youth athletics in this city. Brit coached young kids in all the little leagues and whatnot, and basketball leagues, and Frank coached here 1 year, El Cajon, and then most of his career was over at that other school on the other side of town, and Valhalla. But anyways, I congratulate you. There's a check for $500 for each of you. Usually I know a little bit about you because they tell us, but obviously this year is a little different than normal years. So again, congratulations and good luck in your future.
Thank you, sir.
Nothing more beautiful than a grown man that can cry, right? I mean, that is beautiful, nicely done. I'm right in there with you. Little Old Yeller. Have you seen Old Yeller yet? Want to cry good? You guys go home tonight, watch Little Old Yeller. Little recommendation. Next up, fifth award of the evening. We're going to bring up the presenter for the Randy Gordon and Brian Zucker Memorial Scholarship. That's the Rotary members.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Water. Get it. Hi, I'm Virginia Hall, president of the Grossmont Healthcare District. Just want to take a minute to tell you a little bit about the healthcare district. It's an elected board of directors that oversees is the landlord for the Sharp Grossmont Hospital. A lot of people get those confused, so I like to clarify that. We also work to meet unmet healthcare needs out in most of the East County. But tonight I'm here as a Rotarian, and it's an honor to represent the Rotary Club of Santee Lakeside. I'm here tonight with my husband, fellow Rotarian and City Councilman of Santee, Ron Hall, to represent the Brian Zucker and Randy Gordon Memorial Scholarships. 20 years ago, the Santee community established a fund to ensure that the lessons of March 5th, 2001 would be remembered, and the memory of the two students lost in that tragedy would never be forgotten. I never forget that day because I did have two Santana sons that were going to school here, so it was a very tragic day. The funds were raised were entrusted to the Rotary Club of Santee Lakeside, a group of civic leaders dedicated to service within our community. This year, also, thanks to the efforts of Kristen Dare of the Santee Chamber of Commerce, the community came together again to raise additional funds that will allow us to continue these scholarship awards for several more years. Now I'm going to let my husband, Ron Hall, announce the winners.
Very good, look at that. We'd like to congratulate, and you're going to probably need a Brinks truck for this one, Carly Elliott and Caitlin Vickery. There's going to be $1,000 check for each of you. So congratulations and great job.
Just to let you know, they had to write an essay, and it's not always easy writing essays. I mean, so it was a great accomplishment for them to write essays that stood out, you know, that about kindness and accepting others. Thank you. Thank you.
Can you see me now? That's why he gets paid the big bucks, my friends. That's the principle. Those are the decisions that matter. Thank you. All right, let's move along. Very nice. We're going to bring up Mr. Keith Warner. Oh, comes every year. Bless his heart. Thank you, Keith. Presenting the Kiwanis Community Service Awards.
Good to see you. You made it.
Little entertainment to go along with the presentation. Great. Well, it's good to be back here. Last year wasn't as much fun as this. My name is still Keith Warner, and I'm representing the Kiwanis Club of Santee. We're part of Kiwanis International, an organization dedicated to improving the world and our community one young person's time. As an aside, yesterday, the Santee Kiwanis was recognized and celebrated our 50th anniversary of our charter here in Santee. For more than 30 years, Santee Kiwanis has been awarding scholarships to exemplary students of Santana and later West Hills High Schools. We continue that tradition this evening by awarding two $1,000 scholarships to graduates of Santana who have met the criteria of outstanding community service, excellence in academia, and involvement in school and campus activities. Tonight, I take great pleasure and with sincere appreciation in announcing a new scholarship award for this year. It's the $1,000 Dustin Trotter Scholarship for Community Service. A little bio on Dustin. He's a native of Santee. He was born and raised here. He's a member of the Santee City Council, is dedicated to community advocacy and volunteerism in support of the betterment of Santee. I'm going to get Santee in about 9 times in this next paragraph. He's an active member of Santee Centers, the Santee Food Bank, Santee Parks and Recreation, and the Community Oriented Policing Committee. He is founder and owner of Trotter Door and Trim, which he established in 2006. And we thank him for his participation and for making this scholarship possible. Additionally, this evening, we'll be presenting the annual $1,000 Perry T Shipman Memorial Scholarship Award. Perry T Shipman was a longtime Santee resident who served his community in many ways. He was a teacher here at Santana. He was a school board member and a political activist who was instrumental in the incorporation of Santee. Perry was also a very active member of Santee Kiwanis, and upon his passing at the age of 91 in August 2012, the Kiwanis Club felt a fitting tribute would be a scholarship in his name to recognize a student who had exemplified the importance of community service during their high school tenure. The scholarship award is his memory. Okay, here we go. And now, it is my great pleasure introducing our 2021 scholarship awardees. Will Keiko Eliasa L. Ollie and Brooklyn Hargrove please come to the stage to receive your scholarship certificate. Hi, Keiko. How are you? I'm going to give you that first thing. You hold on tight to that, okay? There's no money in here, by the way. Hi, Brooklyn. How are you? Okay. I'm kind of clumsy, so you have to bear with me for a second. Here we go. I'm going to give this to you to hold on to. And this, we'll get on with this thing. Okay. First off, recipient of the 2021 $1,000 Dustin Trotter Scholarship for Community Service is Keiko Eliasa El Oli. Did I do that all right? Okay. In addition to maintaining an overall GPA of 4.5 and graduating in the top 5% of her class, Keiko is an AP scholar, an AP tutor, and is a member of the Santana Academic League. She has amassed well over 200 hours of community service, primarily in the healthcare and wellness fields. She intends to pursue a career in medicine, and we congratulate you on your acceptance to the University of California, San Diego. You're going to be a Torero, huh? Excellent. Okay, the scholarship citation reads, and let me get this. This is your citation. You're going to hold that. That's yours to keep. It reads, the Kiwanis Club of Santee takes great pleasure in presenting to Keiko Eliasa El Ali the 2021 Dustin Trotter Scholarship for Community Service in recognition of being an exemplary student and for making significant contributions to your community. It is awarded the 27th day of May, 2021. Now, okay. Okay. The recipient of the $1,000 2021 Perity Shipman Memorial Scholarship is Brooklyn Hargrave. Good. Brooklyn has accumulated well in excess of 200 hours of volunteer community service, the bulk of which at Sharp Grossmont Hospital. She's been involved with assisting in patient care and administrative duties, and she has been my Kiwanis Key Club president for the past academic year, and as such has participated in many community service events. Additionally, she has been an honor roll student 8 out of 8 semesters, has a cumulative GPA of 4.714. I didn't even know they went that high, and will graduate third in her class at 364. She also intends to pursue a career in medicine. We congratulate you on your acceptance to the University of Southern Utah. You're going to be a Thunderbird. Hey, okay. The scholarship, the citation reads, sorry, my voice. The citation reads, the Kiwanis Club of Santee takes great pleasure in presenting Brooklyn Hargrave the 2021 Perry Shipman Memorial Scholarship in special recognition of her significant contributions to her community and outstanding academic achievement. Awarded this 27th day of May, 2021. Congratulations. As they leave the stage, these two young women are proof positive of the old adage that the cream rises to the top. Excellent. And once again, our very sincere congratulations to both of you and to all you graduating Santana students here tonight. God bless every one of you. Thank you.
Well done.
Sorry for that. Spectacle here. Okay, here we go. You want to be right?
We good?
Thank you very much, Keith. Congratulations, ladies. Now we bring up some men of honor. The U.S. Marine Corps Awards brought to you this evening by Sergeant Alexander Morgan.
Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, staff, and students. My name is Staff Sergeant Alexander Morgan, and I am Santana's Marine Corps representative. Before I get into the... Thank you. Now, before I get into the awards tonight, I would like to say something. It comes as no surprise to everyone here that this past year has been difficult, to say the least. It has been wrought with challenge, adversity, and has pushed us to our limits. However, I would like to thank the Santana staff members for being able to push through it so the students here can get quality education and move on to the next echelon of their life. Thank you, staff members, for everything you do for us. Thank you, staff members, for setting this event up. And thank you for taking care of the next generation of Americans. Now, without further ado, allow me to introduce the awards and their recipients. The United States Marine Corps takes pleasure in presenting the Distinguished Athlete Award to Carson Burton for displaying courage, poise, self-confidence, and leadership as a high school athlete. I have a few of these, so bear with me, please. United States Marine Corps takes pleasure in presenting the Distinguished Athlete Award to Madison Schimwinder for displaying courage, poise, self-confidence, and leadership as a high school athlete. The United States Marine Corps takes pleasure in presenting the Scholastic Excellence Award to Matty Phelps for academic achievement and leadership as a high school scholar. The Semper Fidelis Award for Musical Excellence, presented to Alicia Santana, in recognition of diligence, dedication, and musical excellence as a performing high school bandsman and scholist. Last but certainly not least, the United States Marine Corps takes pleasure in presenting the Esprit de Corps Award to Cameron Ellis for holding true the values of the United States Marine Corps of honor, courage, and commitment. You have set yourself apart by displaying the quality and maturity, dedication, and adaptability that are all hallmarks of Marines. Your mental, moral, and physical courage has given you the strength that has carried you through many challenges and allowed you to adhere to the high standard of personal conduct, to lead by example, and to achieve the unrelenting standard of excellence in your endeavors.
Congratulations, and thank you, Sergeant Alexander Morgan. Our eighth community award is going to be the Eileen Mowell Miss Sultan Memorial Scholarship, tonight brought to you by Becca Webster, and George Legg.
Just Becca. Welcome.
Wow. I must say that I'm honored to be presenting this award in Eileen Mall's name. I was a teammate of hers on both the gymnastics and the dive teams here at Santana High School. I was then her gymnastics coach for 2 years after. We then both became co-workers, coaching gymnastics, and then once again teammates for a professional performance diving team. Most importantly, she was a very good long-term friend for over 30 years. Speaking of friends, Eileen had a very special friend that was always there for her. This friend loved and cared for her like no one else. Sam, you did this to me. I was very fortunate to become close friends with him throughout the years. George Legg and family member Nikki Knoll were able to gather today to currently create this award in honor of Eileen Mall. If you were here in the 80s, you knew Eileen Mall because she was winning everything, every imaginable award in gymnastics and every imaginable award possible in diving. She broke all of the school records and every league record, and then went on to CIF records in both gymnastics and diving. 2 sports in the same season, 4 consecutive years. In the 90s, Eileen's name was brought up often as many Sultans look up to her and her accomplishments. In 2010, she was honored as one of the top 50 athletes in 50 years. So CIF presented this award to her as one of those top 50 athletes in all of San Diego County. Unfortunately, Eileen passed away August 20th, 2019. But thanks to George and Nikki, her name lives on with great honor. I will be presenting this $500 scholarship in honor of a female Sultan that is also shown for an exceptional performance in her years at Santana High School. She's been demonstrating the quality of both leadership on and off the field. This year, the Miss Sultan Award will be presented to Miss Cameron Ellis.
Congratulations. We move on to another memorial scholarship. Bring up the Amy Mazzola family with Josh Mazzola.
All right. Good evening. My name is Josh Mazzola, Santana High School, class of 2004. This evening, I'll be presenting the Amy Mazzola Memorial Scholarship. First and foremost, I'd like to take a moment to recognize the teachers and the administration for making this school year possible. I'd also like to recognize the class of 2021 for the adversity that they faced over the last 2 years. Everyone in this class and in this school should be proud of what they have achieved. The Amy Mazzola Memorial Scholarship was created and funded by the family and friends of Amy Lynn Mazzola after her passing in January of 2018. Amy, a 2009 honor grad of Santana High School, actively served her school and community during her time on campus. She earned the Santana ASB 3-peat award as an assistant in assemblies and as president her senior year. Her smile and energy were contagious, and her presence was always known. In the selection of this recipient, we wanted to choose a candidate who reflected her service and dedication to the school, community, faculty, and fellow students. Of the many applicants of this scholarship, this recipient was selected not only for their academic performance, but also their dedication to Santana High School. Their dedication to activities such as Unity Day and Link Crew, where they helped shape incoming Sultans and the future of Santana High School. We believe that this dedication speaks highly of this individual and has also had an impact within the community, especially at Santana. On behalf of Amy's mother, Debbie, her father, Mike, friends and family that made this scholarship possible, myself, the 2021 Amy Mazzola Memorial Scholarship goes to Caitlin Vickery.
Fantastic job, Josh. Congratulations. Okay, great. I had Amy in my class. I was her class advisor. She was a rock star. That smile, that smile. Wow, we miss her. I'm honored to be able to present the next award. This is the Sherry Richardson Morale Memorial Scholarship. This scholarship is given to a student who best represents Sherry. Sherry was deeply involved in her high school, was captain of the majorettes, valedictorian of her class, and homecoming queen. As an adult, Sherry was a member of the American Legion Post 294 in Pemberton, New Jersey, and of East County Car Cruiser of San Diego, California. With her husband, where they donated their time and efforts for the military families. Her beautiful smile and laughter, engaging personality, and generosity made everyone fall in love with her. She was a beloved daughter, sister, mother, wife, and friend to all. Sherry spent her days and nights giving only to others. She rarely took time for herself and was only ever concerned about everyone around her. The recipient models and embodies those traits. I am honored to present the Sherry Richardson Memorial Scholarship to Miss Madeline Phelps. The next memorial scholarship is another young lady we lost far too soon. Jillian Swindoll was a student here. She attended our tennis camps. Another girl just full of energy, really special to Santana, the fabric here, and our culture. We now honor her through this scholarship. So the Jillian Nicole Swindle Memorial Scholarship Fund has been established to honor and memorialize Jillian, who died on April 10th, 2017, at the prime of her life. Jillian was a vibrant and involved young lady at Santana. She was full of life, exuberant, passionate, selfless, determined, hardworking, driven, and always the life of the party. Her presence impacted the lives around her. Jillian had a passion for serving others and had the most generous heart, in addition to her sweet, sassy spirit. None of that will ever be forgotten. This recipient embodies her traits, and it goes to Miss Caitlin Vickery. All right, so that concludes our community portion of the event. We're going to start moving into the academic side and bring up each department to award each department's award winners for this year. So we start with art and our very own Miss Sarah Callahan.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Callahan. I see so many accomplished artists I've worked with here tonight. But now I want to honor two gifted artists who have inspired me personally and professionally. To be an artist, you must be brave and incisively engage with the world and its ideas. To be an artist, you must also unflinchingly and mercifully meet yourself right where you are at in your life's journey. Congratulations to Jalen Lee and Riley Palimbo.
Beautiful.
Nice job, Jillian. Congratulations. Well done, Ms. Callahan. Next up, Arts, Media, Entertainment with Mr. Lucas Riley. Fun fact of the day. Well, I got a good fun fact for you guys later. Stay tuned. You're going to like this.
Hello, everyone, and everyone in the audience, and all 5 people watching on the live stream tonight. So thank you for tuning in. Going viral. It's a work in progress. I'm going to break kind of the precedent here. I'm going to bring my students up first. So if I could have Landon Stearns, I know he's here. Come on up, yeah. Perla, come on up. Perla Guzman. Gabriel Goob, come on up, Goob. And I'm not sure, Sabrina, are you here tonight? I'm not sure if I saw Sabrina come in. All right, so these guys are part of the arts, media, and entertainment pathway, career technical education. And they've spent the last 2 years with me working towards potentially a career in the filmmaking industry. And here in the Grossmont Unified School District, we've got an annual film festival. We've been running 3 years now. Last 2 years went off without a hitch. And then, of course, this year, as in all things, it got a little challenging. And, you know, in filmmaking, there's so much equipment that comes with filmmaking. And these guys at home for most of the school year, some of them well equipped with their own equipment at home, and then some of them just shooting short films on their iPhones. They didn't let the lack of equipment or the lack of access or anything else get in the way of producing these amazing short films. And for that, I wanted to acknowledge them and honor them tonight. Their films are up on YouTube. You can go watch them on the GUHSD Film Festival YouTube channel. But powerful, amazing stories that they shot and they told, a lot of them through their own devices, you know, and for that, I wanted to honor them and thank them for all that they contributed to this school over the last 4 years. So thank you, guys.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Riley. And our next Lucas, Mr. Lucas Phillips from Athletics.
What a year for athletics, going from 0 to 100 in the last 3 months. So I'm going to try to do that with our athletic awards. At one point, we had 27 sports going on at one time, and we pulled it off. Okay. So our first 2 athletes we're going to honor tonight are Santana Scholar athletes. Santana Scholar athlete goes to our school's top male and female athletes that got it done in the classroom as on the athletic field of play. Our female scholar athlete goes to Caitlin Vickery with a 4.65 GPA. Our male scholar athlete goes to Austin Butrovich with a 4.75 GPA. Next is Santana's Sportsmanship Awards. Santana's Sportsmanship Award is about displaying good character when participating in sports and in life in general. It's about respect for opponents, officials, teammates, coaches, and everyone around us. Our Female Sportsmanship Award goes to Shay Blackburn. Our Male Sportsmanship Award goes to Cole Contreras. You are an athlete. Come on. Our next award is our two athletes. The U.S. Army couldn't be here tonight. So these two recipients are the U.S. Army Athletic Awards. Each year, the U.S. Army picks a male and female student athlete that demonstrates strong character and commitment for their school, sports teams, and community. Our female U.S. Army athlete goes to Joey Barkheimer. Our male U.S. athlete goes to Alden Rasmussen. Our last two awards for athletics. First is the Brit Edmondson Memorial Award that is given to our Male Athlete of the Year. Brit Edmondson died over a decade ago in a tragic car accident. He was one of the best athletes to come out of Santana High School. He was the quarterback of the football team. He was the captain of the basketball team. He ran track and field and still holds the school record in the pole vault at 14 feet and the high jump with a record 6'9" and 3/4. The Brit Edmondson Memorial Award for Male Athlete of the Year goes to Michael Richter. Our Female Athlete of the Year is named in honor of Mary Daniels. Mary taught at Santana for 39 years. She was the gymnastics coach here for 17 years. Her teams won 14 league championships and 7 CIF championships. Mary was the athletic director here for 25 years and earned county and state recognition in the Hall of Fame as an athletic director. She is in the CIF Hall of Fame both as a coach and as AD. This year's Female Athlete of the Year goes to Cameron Ellis.
Well done, my friend. Gotta laugh at your font, man.
Congratulations, Cameron. Nice job. 27. I was counting up there how many sports they have. That we have, and I'm not counting 27, Coach. I'm not. So I guess our bobsled team was participating or something because I'm seeing 26 up there. Nicely done, Coach. That was quick. I had to laugh. His font was like massive. He had a massive font, which is my issue. I can't read very well, but yeah. All right. You're off the hook. You're off the hook. I thought he might have exaggerated. All right, here we go. We're moving on. Digital fabrication with Jason Cook.
All right. The digital fabrication program is a 3-year pathway here at the school. Students take some of their classes together in a cohort, but it's really centered around computer design. Students use programs to create things. We've got a bunch of cool machines here. Laser engravers, 3D printers, CNC routers. In fact, the plaque I'm going to present was fabricated in our lab, which is pretty neat. When we were looking at what we wanted to award this year, a couple things came to mind. It was good citizenship, high academics, good design, and overall, we kind of kept coming up with the same name. So we decided to do one award, and it just becomes the most outstanding student in a 3-year cohort for digital fabrication. And this year's award is to Teddy Scott.
Well done. Thanks, sir. Nice job, Teddy. Well done. Our next department, English, with our very own extraordinary Emily Snipes.
I like his alliteration. Extraordinary, Emily. Come on, I had to do that one. All right, if I could have Jaden Ruckel. Jaden has demonstrated outstanding analytical skills in ERWC, and her writings are consistently among the best, if not the best, in the class. She has a talent for literary criticism and skillfully writes with clarity of thought when she defends her arguments, which was revealed in her writings as she explored the topics of fake news and bias in the media, juvenile justice, and language, gender, and culture. In class, she was outspoken during discussions and enjoyed interacting with her peers. Jaden not only sought constructive criticism for her own writing, but she also actively supported the learning environment of her peers by assisting them with their writings and by alleviating their points of confusion during class discussions. Jaden is an exemplary literary scholar, and her critical eye for detail and cunning analytical skills will ensure her future success in any academic field of study. Congratulations. And if I could have Saja Sinawi. Saja's lyrical voice shone through in all of her writing she completed throughout her time at Santana, and her voice added volumes to our collective class stories. Saja did all the things we do in English classes, reading, writing, listening, and speaking. But beyond that, she also brought her shining spirit and distinctive voice as she shared her thoughts and writing with the class. This had the result of making everyone pause and consider her point of view and want to hear more from her or get feedback from her on their own ideas. One of the most challenging parts of the writing process is getting feedback and deciding how to incorporate that while still maintaining your own voice and unique style. And that's where Saja truly excels. She worked hard on every assignment, not only on this submission, but also throughout the revision process. She represents the very best of Santana English Department, and we wish her all the best as she steps out into the real world and continues on her path to a bright future. Congratulations, Saja. You're welcome.
Extraordinary, right? Come on. That's a weird word. I was just thinking about that. Extraordinary. Like you take ordinary to the next level. That's not what I meant. She's every bit of extraordinary the right way, right? Moving on. Here we go. We got mathematics coming up. Speaking of extraordinary, Miss Eleanor Blay.
We have 2 mathematics awards tonight. The first one goes to Audrey Vargas. Audria is a hardworking and dedicated student who has done a fantastic job in honors pre-calculus and AP calculus. On behalf of the math department, we present this plaque to Audria and wish her much success. See you, sweetie. The second award I give with much joy to Matty Phelps. Maddie was my top student in honors geometry. She was my top student in honors accelerated algebra 2 pre-calculus. She was a top calc student. She independently studied for the AP Calculus BC test her junior year and thereby earned 2 semesters of college calculus, getting a top score of 5. This year, she attacked AP Stats. She's going on to UCSD for aeronautical engineering. I am just so proud of her. Here you go, girl. Thank you.
That was awesome. That was awesome. I share in that passion for that young lady. Moving along into the science department, we bring up Andrea Pierce.
Good evening, everybody. The science department would like to honor 2 outstanding science students this year. Both students have taken multiple years of science and worked extremely hard. And I was, in fact, lucky enough to have taught both of them, and they're just amazing students. Congrats to Matty Phelps and Mason Seal. Come on up.
From science to social science. I think that's parties and things like that, right? Yeah, Ms. Brit Crocker.
Hello. Tonight, the Social Science Department is going to honor 3 students who, for their 4 years in high school, showed a passion for and a talent in the social sciences. And our department doesn't give out plaques and certificates. We give out these little bundle of knowledge called books. I mean, remember these when you read books and didn't look off computer screens all the time to learn? Well, we're giving you one. Normally, we give a book that is a biography of Theodore Roosevelt for some special reason. But this year, we chose a different book because it's been a very interesting year and a very challenging year for many of us. So we chose a book that connects to the resilience of humanity, and that is the book called Unbroken. It is also a movie. Read the book instead. Book is better. All right. So our 3 winners of this year's Social Science Awards are Tim Croucher, Matty Phelps, and Caitlin Vickery.
I am honored to be the World Language Chair and presenter tonight. I teach Spanish here on campus and feel really fortunate to get the kids that I get year in, year out. And at this point, we present our awards to our biliteracy seal winners. Winners, receivers, the State of California awards to students that excel in English and another language, in this case, Spanish. They can take 4 years of Spanish or pass the AP test along the way. If they do so and do well on their CASI exams or their state mandated tests, they receive the biliteracy seal from the state of California. This year we had a record number of recipients, 29. I have a 3-minute speech on each of them. Hang tight. I was told to only honor 2, which is a tough call because I have amazing kids. And so I chose 2 that were just across the spectrum, one end of type of student we get and the other. It's a variation of student that can be difficult, but it's a joy at the same time. So we get students that are very well educated in Spanish, speak it perfectly, and then we also get students that come in as a blank slate. So I'm bringing up the blank slate student that just got to a really nice level of Spanish, and I'm bringing up the student that is incredibly gifted with her language already. And we have, like I said, all the spectrums in between. I have my list here ready to go, but I'll save that for another adventure. So my first recipient, let me just read off both of them and bring them both up at the same time. So World Language Honors tonight, two very different high-achieving students. The first is a high-level Spanish speaker that came to our department with huge skills that are refined and perfected. She is an extreme go-getter, writing me letters over the summer about applying for college already and getting letters of recognition. Just fantastic. Way ahead of her time as far as preparing and thinking ahead. The second, my blank slate student that came in with no prior Spanish knowledge and put in 4 hard years to get to a really solid point of departure to continue on her quest for fluency. Tonight we honor Audrey Vargas and Matty Phelps. Audrey scored a 5 on her AP exam. Matty tested last week. We will see in July. She'll do well. She's fantastic. All right, moving on. We will get to our yearbook teacher. Here she is, ladies and gentlemen, Valerie Kay.
Okay, I'm going to all the people I would like to honor tonight up here so that I can gush over you on stage. So Abigail Alsbaugh, Talia Bennett, Sabrina Boykin, and Melanie Galazin. If you could please join me. A yearbook pays homage to teachers, coaches, staff members, and administrators. It documents class leaders, athletes in their prime, and band members who bring music to life, just to name a few. It records the events of the school year that will soon just be memories. Yet, these are all important parts of Santana's history. This select group worked tirelessly to get the job done. Abby has been on staff for 3 years. This year, she served as the editor-in-chief and was the backbone of the staff. Being the editor-in-chief of the yearbook is a job that demands leadership skills, a creative mind, and ambition, all of which Abby exemplifies. Abby has a gift for graphic design. She spent countless hours on page designs that weren't good enough unless they were perfect. She is also known as the Google Drive organization queen, which I can't thank her enough for. Amidst the uncertainty of this school year, she never wavered. One of the things that I came to admire her for is her ability to lead with grace. Talia, Sabrina, and Melanie all served as editors on the staff. Each of them proofed copies, edited images, photographed school events, and wrote stories to create the 250 pages of the yearbook. No, we did not cut it short this year. All of the girls learned what it meant to be leaders. And I want to personally thank them for working before and after school on weekends and holidays in order to make the yearbook happen. I will never forget the laughter that filled the staff room, the runs to Starbucks. And I just want to let you guys know that I'm going to miss you so much. And I learned so much from each of you. So thank you for all of your hard work.
I see the heavy hitters over there getting up. Is it that time? I think we're bringing up Principal Timothy Schroko and the Principal Letters of Commendation with Mr. Larry Odewalt.
Good evening, everyone. Want to do a couple things before I get into these letters. Just thank some people for helping us put this on. John Lolliver does it every year, so thank you, John. Sam Spenny over there has been working tirelessly on putting this event together, so thank you, Sam. Daisy Roner, who's our band teacher, she was in here today with our facility manager, KB, putting the stage together, the plants, everything, all the chairs. So thank you, Daisy, for doing that. You know, as I sit out there and watch this event every year, this is the 14th year as principal, and I've been here for a long time before that. It makes me kind of sad when I hear all the scholarships that are given out, the community scholarships, because many of these people I knew as they came through here, and just great people. So for all you community members that pay recognition to our students and in the honor of the names that were your friends and colleagues, I sure appreciate, because they were great people. So thank you for that. And then the last thing I want to do is point out our teachers that are here. As you know, this has been a really tough year. At Santana High School, we trudged forward when it was time to come back to school and serve your children. We had the highest number of teachers in the whole district that came back. Quite a few schools in our district had almost half their teachers stay home. We had very few. And then our students, your children, we had the highest number of students that were showing up every day. So thank you to our teachers. Thank you, parents, for believing in us that we could do a good job with your kids. And I will be very happy when we can move forward with events in a way that feels normal. And one that's going to happen tomorrow night is our prom that's happening on campus. And I just want to point out to all you parents, you know, we took a pot of money to put a prom on for your children. It came out to $30,000 with the food, with the company that we're paying, and that's about $100 a kid, and it's going to be a very special night. And you know, we weren't able to have it anywhere else in the county because they wouldn't allow large events. Most schools in the North County are not allowing proms, so I'm very happy that we can do that for your kids tomorrow night. Okay, we have over 300 kids that are graduating this year, and they're all amazing in their own right. Each year, the staff sits down and they look over the graduates, and they come up with a group that they want to recognize. So I'm going to read a little paragraph that kind of will give you an example and what we're looking for on this. And it says, each year the faculty and staff have the distinct honor to nominate students for the principal letter of commendation. Several of these students will also receive our school's highest honor, the Golden S Award. The Golden S Award will be announced at graduation. Winners are selected on the basis of attitude, leadership, service, and citizenship. The honorees of the principal letter of commendation each encompass these qualities. So in a moment, I'm going to call you up. Mr. Odewald's going to hand you a frame with your certificate in it. These students that are recognized up here, you're getting the principal letter, but it should be called the Santana acknowledgement for just going above and beyond the call of duty. And then at graduation, a select few that got this letter will get the Golden S Award. So the first person I would like to recognize, and when you come up, I'm going to have you all up here at once because there's not going to be many times where you guys will all be together. So let's take a few moments. So the first student that our staff wanted to recognize for this award was Andrew Golbaleski. The next student is Cameron Ellis. The third student is Carly Elliott. The next student is Daniel Fraun. The next student is Georgina Willis. The next student is Grace Miller. The next student is Jared Forrester. The next student is Caitlin Vickery. The next student is Madeline Phelps. The next student is Michael Richter. And the last student to receive this award is Sabrina Boykin. So if you could give them all one big round of applause. And then staff, if you guys want to go in front of this rope here. The last thing we do each year, the Santana faculty, they have money taken out of their paychecks that we donate directly to the graduating seniors. And so what's going to happen in a moment, I'm going to hand the microphone to the first staff member, and they're going to call a name, and that person is getting a $100 staff scholarship. And these scholarships, like I said, were made possible by our staff taking money out of their paycheck every month, just to give a little bit back to our students. So thank you, staff, for doing this.
Carly Elliott. And Matty Merritt.
I have a $100 staff scholarship for Andrew Golombieski. And another $100 staff scholarship for Cole Contreras.
All right, I got some money for Mason Seal. Teddy Scott. And Tyler Glowacki.
I have a scholarship for Zainab Ali, Matty Phelps, and Brooklyn Hargrave.
I have a scholarship for Mikita Ivanovsky.
I have a scholarship for Austin Butrovich. Yay, Austin! Saja Sanawi. And Alexander Whipple. Thank you. Nice to meet you finally. Sorry.
Audrey Vargas.
and Paige Iverson.
I have $100 scholarships for Aurora Fagan, Cami Hilberg, and Emily Leggett. Good job, girl. Thank you. There you go.
I have scholarships for Daniel Coelho, Miriam Harmesa, and McKenna Blackburn.
I have scholarships for Abby Alsbaugh, Talia Bennett, and Liv Morgan.
I've got Santana Staff Scholarship for Jessica Vergara Rodriguez, Emily Whittington, and we should have sat this person closer to the stage. She's been up here all night, Caitlin Vickery.
And last but not least, Nico Hurst and Connor Burton.
All right. Well, let's close this thing down. Nicely done, Sultans. Nicely done. So, in a quick closer here. What we? Oh, nice. You guys are unique. You know that. We've been preaching that at you guys all night. These have been strange and difficult times. Few thoughts in closing. May they also be remembered for the possible good, right? That they may have brought. May we worry less watching cable news, but laugh more watching sitcoms or movies together. May we lay down our phones and perhaps lay out some board games more often. May the family huddle around a table to eat together a little bit more often than we huddle around a practice field. And the American spirit. We always know it finds a way to innovate and overcome. These are tough times, divisive times. We're going to get through, and we're in good hands. You guys are the future. We love you, Sultans. Congratulations. Have a great night.